welcome to another day of Vlogoween. Today we are going to be testing out weird and interesting shoe gadgets from Amazon. But before we jump into that, let's take a quick second to thank today's video sponsor, which is Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that allows you to try a new designer fragrance or even more than one each month for only $17. Swamp Fam, OG Swamp Fam, if y'all have been here forever, you probably remember I have loved collecting perfumes for years now. I have quite a large collection, but I'm always on the hunt for either dupes. That's something very exciting I'm going to be talking about today, but I'm always on the hunt for dupes of my favorite fragrances that have been discontinued over the years, and I'm also just on the hunt for new delicious fragrances to fall in love with. Scentbird actually has over 600 designer brands to choose from, like Gucci, Prada, DS and Durga. I actually have a fragrance from them today. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the fragrance I'm most excited about because I picked this one on a whim because it was listed as having juicy red cherries as the top note. I've never tried another fragrance from this brand, Michael Germain. The fragrance is called Sugarful Kiss. I have been on the hunt for a dupe of this fragrance. It is one of my life favorite fragrances ever, which was Ralph Lauren Wild. It also smelled like cherries, but you guys, this has been discontinued for years and I cannot believe it. But this Scentbird fragrance that I got, Sugarful Kiss, is like an exact dupe. I love cherry fragrances, and this one is just spot on. It is so amazing. I've been wanting to try this brand forever, Etat Libre d'Orange. Everything I selected today is French. I unfortunately speak no French. This just always sounded so funny to me. I wanted to try it. The fragrance is called I Am Trash. It just does have a mixture of bitter orange, apple essence, rose absolute, strawberry, and cedar wood. I really was in the mood this month for a lot of fruity food-like fragrances. The next one I picked is Pistachio from DS and Durga. I'm sure y'all have maybe seen this trending. I feel like this was a big deal on TikTok all throughout summertime time, but I love Pistachio. I definitely have been wanting to try this one forever, but I was scared to buy like the full-size bottle. So I'm so happy to be able to test this through Scentbird, and I can tell you guys, this absolutely smells like pistachio. If you are looking for a true pistachio scented fragrance, this is the one for you. So the top note is pistachio, also cardamom, roasted almond, and vanilla cream. Those are the three fragrances that I selected, but Scentbird definitely has something out there for everybody. If you're unsure of what kind of fragrances that you may want to try, Scentbird even does have a quiz you can take to find out what kind of scents that you like. They will suggest fragrances to you. I love the adorable little packaging. It's so easy to lock and unlock so that you don't ever accidentally spray your perfume in your bag. It fits in every purse, your pocket, wherever you need to keep your fragrance on the go. I love the fact that the cases are so cute. You guys, look at these adorable cases that I got. They are magnetic. You can swap out the fragrance inside. You can change the case color. They're magnetic. Look at how easy they come apart and snap back together. You can use my code Graveyard Girl and get 55% off of your very first month at Scentbird. That's only about $8 for your first month. It is such an amazing deal. So be sure and check out Scentbird for yourself. Once again, use my code Graveyard Girl. Save yourself 55% off your first month subscription at Scentbird. Scan the QR code, click the link in the info box down below. You definitely don't want to miss it. All right, you guys, on to the video. Yeah, and you, wait, is this Led Zeppelin? I thought I was wearing a Pink Floyd shirt today. Oh my God. I was gonna ask you guys if y'all have ever done the life hack of trying to listen to Dark Side of the Moon while playing, while playing Wizard of Oz. I like literally had a brain fart as to what movie I was even gonna suggest that you guys do that too. I have done that like once in my life, but like 10 years ago, and I don't really remember if it was like as cool as suggested. Anyway, you guys, that is literally not even why I'm here. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys about shoe gadgets. And I've already actually tested all of these out. So I'm basically gonna show them to you guys and then tell you what I think and feel about them. Some of these are amazing. Some of these are a little silly, downright confusing. I kind of don't know if I want to start off with like the best ones or the worst ones. Maybe I'll start off with one of the cheapest and the best ones. By the way, I did get all of these items from Amazon, of course. One of the best items, surprisingly, are these things called lace down. Now, I swear I have this problem all of the time where like every pair of shoes that I own that have laces, if ever I wear them in public, which is the only place that people wear shoes, the laces are always like too long. They come untied all the time, and I really don't often like the look of doing a double knot. No more loose and floppy laces, no more double knots. Say no more. They do give you quite a few, including these little things, and I don't 100% know. I mean, I guess they're kind of the same, but they seem like too long to me to be functional. They're like a little piece of elastic, and on either side they have these like metal brackets. So you just thread them through like where the laces of your shoes are. I have this nice little demo video I'm sure you guys are watching right now, and they feel extremely secure. I mean, all of these demos today are kind of like first impressions. It's not like I tried these items and then like used them for days and weeks in a row. I just kind of wanted to unbox them, see what they're about, get some first impressions, and I'm gonna be honest, I usually am not like a tennis shoe person. I'm not like a sneaker wearing person, but these feel amazing. I immediately loved the look of this. Like, I feel like it just made the shoe look sleeker, and anytime I do wear like sneakers, I'm always looking for like funny little things to put on them to give them a little bit more pizzazz and flourish. I always like my tennis shoes to look kind of strange, so that's why I selected neon. I do believe that they offered like just black and white and other standard colors as well, but you know, if they're gonna give me a fun and festive option, that's the option that I'm gonna go with. I feel like this could also maybe help like small children, elderly people, anybody that doesn't potentially want their shoes to come untied and then trip on said shoelaces. And I'm honestly kind of curious if they would work on Doc Martens. I've been on a super huge Doc Marten kick lately, and the laces are always usually too long on those, in my opinion. Anyway, you guys, I could talk about this quite apparently forever. Let's speed run through a couple disappointments. Up first, I was so excited about these, you guys. Mr. Lacy Flatties, high quality laces, glow in the sun, white to yellow. I love UV reactive products. I kind of forgot that these things existed, and I've been like on a huge kick of collecting UV color change reactive things this year. I've found beads, I found an Apple Watch band, I found these laces. I thought that they would be a new favorite, but you guys, so far I am thoroughly unimpressed. Now, we have had like a week of rainy weather. You guys, we have not had rain in Texas in months, and now all of a sudden I want to film this video, and every day, what is it doing? Raining from the sky. Yesterday I tested them, nothing happened. It was kind of overcast, although I thought even if the sun wasn't like directly beaming on you, that like UV still was happening. I don't know. So I tried them first yesterday, no change, doctor. So then I tested it again today, and it was a little bit less overcast. But I took my Apple Watch band and it goes from kind of like a milky color to bright purple when it's in the sun. So I wanted to test that and see like, was it too overcast for that to be working? Because I know that works, you know? And then I took the shoes with the laces right outside and like, do you guys see any change here? Do they look yellow to you at all? I mean, here they are inside, so they look like this or this. But I mean, it's not changing enough for me to be impressed. The next thing, I thought that I was gonna love these. And I do love how they look, but I don't know. Like, that's kind of the funny thing about some of these products I'm testing out today is it's like the big deal is like, save so much time by tying your shoelaces, or like they kind of act like the inconvenience of tying your shoelaces is just like some kind of huge deal. And for that, might I propose Crocs? Because that's what I wear every day because I don't really like tying shoelaces and it's so much easier to me. I don't know. If I'm like thinking of something like that, I do just think Crocs, but I understand not everybody likes Crocs. But anyway, you guys, I thought I was gonna love these. They're called Hickeys. Have you guys ever seen these? Now, I'll be the first one to say they do look so cool. Maybe it's easier to slip them off with these on, but you can't put your foot back in it. Anyway, the first thing like I thought was user error because I really wanted these, which I did not notice were supposedly kids size. They're like bright pink, almost like a fuchsia color, which you guys may know is my favorite color. They're fuchsia, they're glittery. So these are the ones that I wanted, but quite apparently they are for kids. I tried to lace these through the shoes at first and they did seem like they weren't gonna fit, that they were like popping out. You guys, the installation of these at first, you would think I was like trying to do rocket science or something. Like, I don't know why I like struggled so much with these, but I was like, okay, well maybe these feel too tight. They don't feel very comfortable. They're not very easy to use because they're the kid size. So I got the adult size, and side by side, y'all let me know if they literally look any different to you guys. Look, I'm gonna line them up again just so we all can see. I swear these look like the same length. It's so funny. And then I thought, well, maybe this little thing on the end is longer on the kids one, but like when I line up the holes, it looks the same. And then the hole on the adult ones is kind of larger, which makes it easier in my opinion to like actually put them on. So like, why would the adult ones be easier to use than the kids ones? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So then when I threaded the adult ones through, it was kind of the same experience. Like when I tried to stick my foot in, they were all popping out until I like did the laces, like closed them, however we want to describe it. I feel like I'm describing this in the most confusing fashion. It felt just as tight around my foot as the kids version did. You guys, I'm like a US size 7 shoe. I do like a snug fit for my sneakers, so I do like that, but I just personally don't find it like super easy. I was able to get my foot out, but I'm sure you guys can see still, and I'm sure y'all will see in the clip, like whenever I was pulling my foot out, like the insole, like it was such a tight fit, the insole was wanting to come out of the shoe as well, and I certainly could not put my foot back in it without undoing some of these and then putting my foot in it. So to me, that kind of just like, you might as well tie a shoe at that point. On to something that I would say I like 50-50. I love the look of them, but I don't know if they're like extremely like functional or something. I don't know. They're called Caterpie and they look amazing. Like I got these, they're called tie-dye. That's obviously why I got these, but look at how cool they look. I love that. So once again, these are like presented as a no tie option. First of all, I tried to put them in one of my like fancy fancier sneakers just because I kind of wanted to like make these look more vibrant. But the little balls are collapsible, but definitely I feel like that could be a challenge on some different types of shoes. Like I tried to get a sampling of like, you know, these kind of have like Vans style lacing. These I would say are just like standard sneakers. Then I used these, which I feel like are more like skate type sneakers. I feel like I could not get them through the lace holes of each type of shoe. You're supposed to lace the shoe up and then leave 2 to 3 balls sticking out, and then you're supposed to trim off the excess. Now, maybe I just don't like the concept of no tie laces because I feel like you're always gonna have extra. They're always encouraging you to trim off the extra, but I feel like, you know, shoelaces have this stuff on the end of it, so it keeps it from fraying and it keeps it like looking nice. So I feel like if you cut that off, like it's just gonna fray and not look as pretty. These are more like fashion than function in my mind, but that's just me. All right, you guys, the next 2 devices are so silly. You kind of just have to believe they're working like we believe Santa Claus exists. These I think can like theoretically work. They are charcoal, I almost said oil absorbers. Can you imagine? Oil absorbers for your shoes. They're these little charcoal sachets, so fancy. I've never heard that you can recharge or rejuvenate charcoal in the sun. Have you guys ever heard of that? I don't know what I was expecting when I unwrapped these. I kind of thought that they would have a fragrance to them. I feel like that's because so often in the beauty aisle and stuff, you'll see like charcoal listed, but you'll also see like charcoal and lavender, charcoal and mint. These just have no smell. And honestly, I feel like I don't wear tennis shoes like so frequently that they do start to smell. I just stuck these in probably my most worn pair of sneakers. And I don't know why did I think that these would be so fascinating to show in a video? Also, these things, which I've always been curious about, you can recharge them and they are also supposed to eliminate odors and just generally sanitize your shoes. You get 2 of them, you get a charger. You push a button on the end, it starts to blink as like a warning, I think, for you to shove it in your shoe now, because I don't think you're supposed to be just staring at UV light. So I did wear these shoes a lot yesterday. I jumped in a muddy puddle with them, so I thought, hey, let's UV sanitize those. And the weirdly interesting thing is this does kind of put off a smell. I feel like I talked about this forever ago, but sometimes like UV products like this, like they have a scent to them, which I guess smells like it's cleaning something. I don't know, you guys. I feel like you stick it in your shoes for like 15 minutes is the cycle. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about that. These green things that I think are just like generic, non-branded. I kind of always thought that these were like a joke. I feel like I've seen these on Instagram over the years several times. You like wrap them around your shoes. Now, I don't think that this would be like comfortable enough to wear like long term or to just plan on like wearing it often, but I was so impressed. I wanted to test it with these Mischief sneakers because the funny thing is I'm actually supposed to like destroy these anyway. Anyway, wrapped these green things around it, found some muddy puddles. You guys, I felt like Peppa Pig. I splashed and jumped and walked all through rain, water, mud, and then I peeled the silicone shoe protectors off and oh my god, not a spot, nothing was wet, not even my socks got wet. It was amazing. Now I feel like you could tear these if you used them a lot. They have these like holes already in the back of them them, and I'm pretty sure that's so you can like put like a carabiner clip through them or something, and like just maybe keep them in your gym bag or something. I don't know. Like this kind of reminded me of like sometimes I would go to college and I would like wear fancy sneakers or something, and then it would start raining unexpectedly, and then you'd have to like go all the way back to the parking lot, and sometimes your shoes would get muddy, sometimes they would get ruined. So I feel like this would just be a really good thing to keep in your backpack, keep in your purse, whatever. And if you just get caught, oops, it's suddenly raining, you can cover your shoes and they will look fresh forever. Powering through the last two items. These are honestly pretty amazing. They are meant to slide onto your shoes if you run or walk at night, and you can turn these little lights on. I don't know how. Whoa! Look, they still do look pretty bright. And there is a flashing mode, and I'm gonna sample that now. It's like a slow, it's more like a blink than a flash. Dogman and I walk at night a lot, and I feel like these are like almost like the croc lamps, you know what I mean? The only downside to this is I felt like when I went out and tested them last night, there were like so many bugs that were like attracted to them. Like I don't ever remember in my life like feeling so many like bugs, gnats, creatures of the night like attracted to my shoes as when I put these on and tested them. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Last but not least, something that I do feel like is very functional, but I feel like it's kind of tricky to determine which size is going to be best for you. These are called My Stiletto grips. Now I have to be honest, I don't really wear stilettos like ever. I used to a ton. Oddly enough, in like high school and college, I would just wear them on a random Tuesday. But I feel like my style has changed quite a bit since then. And so now I'm always wearing, you know, platform heels like this, like chunky platform heels. So I'm never gonna sink in the mud wearing these bad boys. I definitely feel like for formal events, like, you know, prom, HOCO, maybe you're a bridesmaid or something and you're wearing stiletto shoes. This has happened to me many times in my life where maybe it's freshly rained, maybe you have to walk in the grass and your heels like constantly poke into the ground and you almost fall and it's quite messy. I got these stilettos 1,000 years ago. You guys, that used to be one of my favorite things, oddly enough, to get from the thrift store. I would get these like funky, weird stilettos all the time for like 50 cents and I would just wear them to pieces. Look, these are even like flecking to pieces. So this is the shoe that I had in mind when I bought this product to like test them together. And I bought one size fits all, extra small to medium. And I thought honestly that this was like a pretty standard stiletto sized heel, but I guess I was wrong because I put these little things, which they do look really cool. Honestly, the gadget in and of itself looks pretty cool. It's kind of squishy. It's like clear silicone with glitter inside of it. I just like how the product looks. And look, you know, once again, I love stuff like this. It's not only is it functional, it's a conversation piece. But I ended up actually having to borrow these heels from my mom. So it's kind of funny because like when I did this test, like this one was actually sinking into the mud and then this one is like a size too big for me, so I feel like I was like, you know, playing dress up in mom's shoes. But I'm sure you guys can see this does fit really well on this heel and it made such a huge difference, you guys. I hope y'all are gonna be able to see in this clip because our grass is a little bit long right now, so it was kind of hard to like show myself like sink sinking into the grass, but I filmed like from the above angle and I literally almost fell over a couple times because this shoe kept sinking so far into the mud. It was wild. So I don't know how like visually telling the demo clip is gonna be. So you've just got to take my word for it. If you wear heels like this and you're always getting stuck in the mud, these things are a good thing to just, once again, I feel like have on hand. Like the silicone covers, you maybe never know when you're spontaneously gonna get caught having to run through a grassy field in stiletto heels. I don't know, it could happen to anybody, and this makes such a huge difference. So that is it from me today, you guys. I feel like some hits, some misses, some things that maybe like I don't know, you guys. I'm honestly like, I keep thinking about the hickeys. I love how they look. I don't know. Maybe I just need to bond with them more. Maybe, I don't know. I would love to know what you guys think about all of these products. Have you tried any? Do you want to try any? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye!